Let's show the president's tweet just moments ago. Breaking news, the president tweeting about Michael Bloomberg, saying the Bloomberg's news will not investigate Bloomberg or any Democrat, but go after President Trump instead, investigate Trump. Kelsey, the Trump campaign hitting back. It will not issue press credentials to Bloomberg News to cover the Trump campaign. Your take on this fight?
The Trump campaign has every right to do that. And the situation really begs the question, is what Bloomberg News is doing, is it that much different from what many other of the mainstream media news organizations have been doing for the past couple years, whereas they hardly investigate Democrats and then they really just double down on their investigations of President Trump. Now, at least Bloomberg is being transparent about doing this, and they're saying they're doing it because they don't want to investigate Michael Bloomberg, of course. But, you know, this is not any sort of fair media coverage when you're covering a Republican president, a Republican candidate, and none of his Democrat rivals.
You know, what's really interesting, too, 2020 Democrats on the campaign trail are not being asked about impeachment, not an issue voters care about. Here's what ABC News' Rick Klein had to say about that. Watch.
They're not getting asked on the trail in Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Nevada. They're not getting asked about impeachment. They don't want to talk about it because they don't really have much to add. It isn't an issue for them. I think, though, there's really not a good way for any of these campaigns to try to break through in this era. This is going to be the overriding story. And the Democratic primary is going to play out against that backdrop. As Matthew says, if this is all done by February, March, we're not going to be voting in all likelihood on impeachment next November.
And the journalist from the Washington Examiner had this to say about the Democrats' case for impeachment. Watch this.
No, I don't think they made a mistake, but I think they are concerned that here they are in this process. We're heading into December now. The polls are stagnant. They are worried that they're stuck on something that could hurt them politically.
This as the Trump White House is now talking about tax cuts 2.0 for the middle class, Kelsey.
It's absolutely a mistake for Democrats to go down this path of impeachment. What Americans really care about, especially in this holiday season we're now, is the economy, how the policies that these different candidates are putting forth are going to affect them and their pocketbooks. And instead of talking about that, all we're hearing on the media from Democrats is impeachment. American voters back home, that's not their top priority.
Kelsey Bolar, come back soon. Great to see you.
Thank you.